can't go better than that.
Right.
Yeah, that I can't go better than that. So therefore, no, my lords, just two things more. Just let me just wrap it up. I'm wrapping it up. So stop, okay?
Gift.
My lords, my submission is
gift
this.
wrap only.
Yes, my lords, it is going to be gift wrap with the bow. My lords, my submission is that in the Bihar case where NCTE, which is the authority, academic authority, says Ctet can be a qualification for a state, I would say they can't be better than that because that's the authority that decides. Number two, my lords, I have a comparison chart here about paper that was done of Jtet in 2016, then the present Jtet which the state wants to advertise, which exam has not been held, what is the syllabus for that, and the Ctet. Ctet is actually higher than 2016.
But the state also admitted.
Yes, number one. Number two, my lords, I submit the languages papers are overlapping. Number three, I submit the languages that were taken by them in 2016 no longer exist in the Jtet today.
You have mentioned this in this, we'll consider.
My lords, this is not, I have a chart here. Let me just pass on this chart to you. And lastly, my lords,
We should dispense with filing the paper books here.
yes, my lords, I agree.
These papers like
Papers
this.
being seven, it is, I understand.
The system here.
No, it's a very situation.
Unique system here, in fact. Like
Lord.
playing cards, you one by one the cards come in.
My lords, may only one thing I may say, and I'm not being deprecating or anything, but when the arguments are taken for the first time in
Well, thank you
argument,
very
we
much.
are also on a
Paper like
on a-
this, how somebody will have the time to respond to us?
Thank you.
So, my lords, I have a last submission here.
Yes.
That when we took the exam for this particular post as teachers, at that point in time, we have taken the exam, it's unqualified. There is no interim order that was granted restraining us from taking the exam. The only thing my lord said was the declaration of the result. That's all.
Subject.
When we took our exam, no, my lords, it was not made subject to the outcome.
In any case, list pendency. But
My lords, I am just saying this.
We'll consider.
And our qualifications are in fact
We'll
much.
consider.
My lords, can I have just one last line and I'll be greatly obliged for that?
Please.
My lords, I have to take a Jtet also. I have taken the Ctet. I am a resident of Jharkhand and I still have to take a Jtet and qualify.
For all, are you making this statement?
I beg your pardon, my lords, yes.
Are you making?
My lords, for the petitioners before the High Court. For the petitioners before the High
Petitioner
Court.
Uber Association.
My lords, no, they were individual
One
petitioners.
man was individual.
My lords, they were other
And
petitions.
that man has already joined somewhere.
My lords, there are 4 petitions. There are 4 petitions. They're large number. Only one. But my
I will consider.
yes, my lords will look at the impugned judgment. There are 4 petitions.
But Jtet also.
Yes, for the,
no, you are not Jtet.
my lords. No,
You are saying that I am Jtet also.
my lords. I am Ctet. There are others amongst us who are also taken the state Tets, which is maybe from Chhattisgarh
Neighboring.
or from Bihar, because the state was not holding anything.
There, now that you are asking.
Yes, but my laws put to me for everyone.
Some of them may be seated, some of them may be stated.
And I am saying this statement for the petitioners. There are connected 4 petitions. Those are individuals.
Thank you,
They
ma'am.
are all individuals.
Thank you, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Just a few things, not taking much time. 2 minutes. My friends for
Good.
today.
Thank you. Within 5 minutes, not so.
Not even. My friend said about, your lordship also noted, the 7 states have accepted. We do not know under what circumstances because there are cross-qualifying when a
We are
state-
not concerned in 7 states.
Then not qualification. My friend pointed out just one point that in the advertisement it says the last date of extension is the qualification.
Yes.
But here there is no qualification. How does it matter when the extension is also there? Still there is no qualification as per the advertisement. Assuming there is an amendment subsequently, the advertisement has not been amended. The extension is prior to the amendments. And the extension date is prior to the amendment of the rules. After the
What
rules,
is the law on that? What will apply?
Please, here is the point and you have to answer.
The advertisement.
Here is the point. And please, you have to answer.
Yes.
It doesn't.
it doesn't.
What they did is, advertisement was there.
Yes.
Initial qualifications have been specified.
I have said it.
Then thereafter there is a judgment. Unlike of the court which you have challenged before us. Then they have invited the applications in the light of that judgment. The applications was invited in the light of that judgment of seated persons.
Absolutely.
Alright. So applications, meaning thereby that Ctet would be deemed to be included within that. And if it is included within that, and if we read this page 149, that on the date of submission of the application form, and this date of submission of the application form has been extended time to time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is last is 6th of April 2024. So now, in that situation, and in the meantime, amendment in the rules have been made. We have not amended the advertisement, but because of the Ctet, the applications have been invited. Then this would be deemed to be a qualification within the meaning of advertisement.
My humble submission.
And the last date would be 6th of April.
The rules
So what is your answer on that?
One, the rules are not retrospective. Number one, the rule doesn't say it is retrospective. Secondly, only when the state had the power to amend or include anything extra.
309 amendment.
What's the root of the matter?
309 amendment is not under challenge. It's the amendment of the rules.
Have in fact filed
Leave aside 10 applications can't be to challenge the rules.
your lordships are seized of the matter.
We can't say that.
For your lordships, number one. Number two, when the judgment itself.
The point is of rule is not retrospective.
One. Number two, the judgment itself is a challenge before your lordships. We are saying that relaxation itself is not permissible. 23(2) says when is the occasion that arises for a state to take a relaxation and include another qualification. It says appropriate government conducted Jtet. If you have the power, first of all, you have to satisfy that. And the 23(2), your lordship rightly pointed out. The third class is.
Is that a precondition for amendment of rules also?
No,
309, that's a statutory.
There is a relaxation of including Ctet.
All right.
So that
we have done.
that your lordship will have to examine. Then therefore, according to us, on this. Then on the arguments advanced by Mr. Maninder Singh yesterday on the two judgments, they are not applicable. Factually, they are distinguishable. So I have put a note on that also, I am passing on my submissions as well. And they were not on the selection. They were only on the exam conducted for Ctet. There was no process which started. There's nothing. So therefore, they are distinguishable on facts also. And 23(2), there has been no answer till now, And 10B, my friend said, a state government will mean any state government. So 10B becomes superfluous than the enactment as such.
Even any is there.
Yes, Lord. Then there is no.
Even any is there, but it would not partake the character of the state. We can understand.
Yes, that's all. Very well. I'll pass on.
It cannot partake the character of the state.
Yes, Lord.
A or any would not partake the state. No, we can understand of this.
It's about a state government.
But we cannot object the argument of the other side. We can raise the argument.
No, that everybody is entitled to submission.
My lords, on 15th of February 2024, advertisement was amended. It's in my note.
All these.
My learned friend is not right that advertisement was not amended. It's in my note, 15th February. It is at serial number 3. It's in the note.
Not challenged.
And it is not being challenged. No, it's not. 15th February, it was amended. It is in my note.
There is no document on record for all this.
Because there is a notification of the government.
Keep it with you only. Keep all documents with you.
What do I do? It hasn't been signed. I can't.
We will not rely upon those which is not with us.
It's a strange kind of a thing the case is being argued.
This is what we have.
We are also handicapped, my lords, but the point is we have to bring it to my lord's notice.
Strange.
Finally, one.
Sorry is the answer, Mr. Maninder Singh. How do we decide the cases like this?
Your lordship right, my lord. I can't have any anything against it. Your lord, I vote.
That is all.
So it should have been really strange. Never seen in more than 35 years the way the cases are argued here.
Who have been filed along with the counter.
Never seen in High Court like this.
Your lordship is right that there is a miss on our part to play.
And state also behave properly there. Not like this. Right, then you fail.
Yes, please.
This is the last prayer.
My lords, I only request
See the way the cases are argued. Last court, this is the assistance we are getting.
Documents are now being given now.
This is what I told you. We are playing cards here basically. One by one the papers are coming. One by one.
Vote on that is happened at least in this.
No, this is the practice here, Mr. Maninder Singh.
And my lord, your lordships have.
You know, we have also seen in 1.5 years.
We try our best. We try our best. We are sorry, but
This is not the way try our best.
my lords, I am sorry. I apologize, but
Sorry is not the answer for this. The way the mess is being created, you have mentioned there, no document on record, nothing.
We'll see what we can do.
yeah.
To give all these notifications one by one.
I'll put them in the same order of compilation and give
It doesn't know it, the private counsel know there are amendments. And
But your lordship is right.
very good.
just put this in the same order of compilation and give it to the
Yes, please.
Just take a few minutes just to respond only to what your lordships put to me yesterday. On that Ctet information bulletin, my lords, I've put it together with my note so that your lordships can just see it.
Moral of the story is we should not put any question.
No, my lords, you must.
No, we should not put any question because the new cards will come in. We should only silently hear the case. This is the moral of the story. Nothing in petitions, nothing in counter. All cards are coming in the court like this.
My lords, if we had the wisdom and the foresight of mind to imagine all the questions that came from the bench.
We should give the questionnaire first then.
No, my lords.
That practice we started.
I'm saying it's
paper book should come to us, we prepare a questionnaire and send it.
My lords, it's meant both ways. When we exercise our minds in a different direction, we come up with questions.
You come with
that's what I'm saying. Your lordship put a question on Ctet. We didn't anticipate that Ctet comparison is something we should have anticipated. It is our fault. I'm just now placed the Ctet bulletin. If your lordships can see, it's at page. It starts at page 12. Right, my lords? It just come to page 18. Page 18. Page 18. Short title. Your lordship sees in the middle. Short title. These rules will be called as Central Teacher Eligibility Test Rules 2011. So these are the rules, my lords. We've taken it from the website, in fact. So these are the rules. There's no separate rules. These are the rules. Now it becomes part of this bulletin, which they refer to as the information bulletin. Now in this, if you just come to page number 21, my lord. 21. These left side, nature and standard of questions, your lordships have that. Now, the second bullet point, the test items in language 1 will focus on proficiency related to medium. Next one, the test items in language 2 will focus on elements of language communication, etc. And the third bullet point says language 2 will be a language other than language 1. So both languages, and this is the finite list of 20 languages that they have listed. Now, lords, if your lordships will come immediately, that's all I have to show you from the rules. Just please come to page 50 of this compilation. I had handed this up yesterday. 50 and 51 are regarding those of us who have taken the Jtet, which shows the language 2 that we have taken under Jtet. Different language. The lordships have that?
That you have said only.
Yes, 50 and 51 is that. Please compare that with 52. 52 is one of them, Ctet candidate. So in a Ctet, this is the kind of certificate you get. And the language, my lords, on the right side, if you see, paper 2, you see left side also, language 1 Hindi, language 2 English. Two separate papers, one for 1 to 5, the second for 6 to 8. So the languages this person has chosen, language 1 is Hindi and language 2 is English. These languages which we have in Jtet are not even available for them in Ctet. Which is why, if your lordships come to page 8 of this note, just see page 8 of the note, I've given that comparison. Your lordships can see that. Just finally, on these points, page 8, I've given a comparative table between Ctet and Jtet with the page numbers. Now, this is my note from yesterday. I've just expanded it to include this point on Ctet, Jtet comparison.
Yes.
Just two last points. I'll just take half a minute. One,
language 2 will be the language other than language 1.
Correct. It's just reproduction, my lords, of what I just read out to you.
Thank you.
That's all. Now, just two last points, my lords. One, regarding this note that Ms. Arora has just handed up with these points there, just want to respond to two of them. One, about why we didn't implead all 4 petitions prayers I have here. In all 4 petitions, the primary prayer, as your lordship remember, it came before the advertisement. Primary prayer was only please conduct the Jtet, please conduct the Jtet, and all 4 petitions. Why should I interfere with that? You go ahead, conduct the Jtet, it is between you. It doesn't concern me. It concerns me only when the High Court in its impugned judgment in the second para on the last page says it will apply to the ongoing process.
Say the petitioners there have not been impleaded as party here.
Here. We filed an SLP against that, making them parties.
No, she was saying probably
association.
Parties have
No, association.
No.
That first writ petition they filed, First writ petition, we can't, it won't even be registered in this court unless we make everybody party of the High Court. See, no, that's
Petitions have not been challenged.
It's a common order.
My lords, it's a common order in 4 matters.
So
they challenge only the Parimal and the association,
the lead
but
petition.
not one where they are private parties.
You are here now, man.
All right. Lead petition.
All right, this is your written argument. Where is the argument of Mona ji?
She submitted it, I think.
Yeah. Where is your written argument?
We are just giving it immediately after lunch because now one more has come.
So many
much to my surprise, I said that yesterday also with apology.
We do not want to.
We'll just compile that and give it. I'll compile it.
You gave it till end of the day.
We'll do that.
Give it till end of the day.
We'll do that.
Madam, your point is this much only. This much is the argument. Fine?
Yes, my lords.
By apologies, I can say only this.
No, what has
No, I understand. But my lord's position, I
in all
can see.
fairness, can we say something? I will say. When we see the judgment and the challenge that the High Court has come before us, my experience here of last more than 2 years, 3 years is completely, in 50% cases, complete deviation, whatever is before me. Complete deviation. And the case is being made out differently. 1 document, 2 document, 3 document, 4 document, 5 document. In the case of my state, I know everything. I hold up. Cannot allow to you go here and there. It's a case not of my state. It's a case of different state. Not a case of the state of brother. We don't know the rules position. We don't know the actual state's position.
True.
Then it's a different situation. And sometime what happens, the interpretation come out now, and it really affects the basic purpose to which the rules
Rules have been made
that particular state, and what is the purpose.
for the local condition.
Being applied, no, this is judgment of the Supreme Court, this is judgment of the Supreme Court. Sometimes we have some, at least, sense of responsibility to place to say this much. We are not
My lords are right. My lords are
anything. But
we really can't.
anyway, thank you very much.
My lords, we are very, very grateful. We are sorry for the inconvenience.
For the
we have caused.
inconvenience and the indulgence of
Yes.
my lords.
We
Just trying to understand the issue.
We understand, my lords, but we haven't been very helpful.
Seek employment. No doubt.
Grateful.
Just one last thing. By that interim order of 26th April, your lordships had directed that all the marks will be kept in a cover.
That is there.
So the consequence of whatever your lordship has said.
Cover it when judgment.
Yes, that's all. That's all.
But it will take time.
Yes.
Take some time.
No, of course. It must. It must. No, it will have an implication across the country. Wherever else the same issue will arise.
The law across. Have an implication across the
So, keep it in this. Keep it. Keep your place.
Most grateful.
Grateful.
Again,
Nice, my lords, grateful.
100% is a problem. It is submission we file end of the day.
By the end, okay.
You handle it. They will come after lunch.
Great.